This is Brian Blessed. And when I'm in Northampton, I listen to Danny Thompson on Inspiration FM.
Light on the street.
Oh, there you go. We're back again. Right, it is now 10 to... Well, it's nearly 5 to 3, and we're going to have an interview, but we're going to be in the first part and a part of the second part as well. Basically, right, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon.
And we have Holly.
Hello there.
We have Holly, Alex Biggs,
Hello.
and Jason Warwick.
Hey.
Warwick, how are you all today?
We're all good.
Great.
Great.
You're all good. Okay, so you could tell us where it all started.
I think how it started was I put an advert on Northampton Bands for a keyboard player, and Jason strolled through the door, and I thought this is one awesome player. So then I was writing some drum books. I'm also a drum teacher, and Jason played on it, and we just sort of got on really well, recorded really well, and I just thought it'd be so good to do an album. What should we do? So we basically started out doing some dance tracks, and it just sort of kept snowballing. So we did a few instrumentals, and then I heard through about a singer called Holly that's supposed to be amazing. I was like, oh, check her out. Along she came, blew me away, and I thought, excellent, you know, got to have her on the album.
Along came Holly. Yeah.
Along came Holly, and that's how it started.
Okay, so how long have you been doing what you do, Holly?
Since about 12, I've been singing. I love it. Comes from my dad's side. My mum's tone deaf, God love her. But I get it from my dad, he's Irish, and we've always been singing since I was small. We've been singing, and recently I've been doing covers around pubs and clubs in Northampton.
Okay.
I'm looking to get the album out a bit further, a few nightclubs and what have you. Get
Okay,
it heard by people.
so if I'm right, Alex and Holly, you're born and bred Northamptonians, and Jason, you're from South Wales.
Originally from South Wales, yeah. I've been in Northampton for 10 years, and basically I got involved with Northampton music scene, and I really enjoy working in Northampton with musicians, and it's a good place to be at the minute.
Okay, could you explain what each of you do individually in the project itself?
Well, basically, I kind of go around to Jason's studio called Dynamite Studios, and we just lay down maybe some drums, some bass lines, and then Jason plays everything in. This album is not loops and samples, it's actually all played by Jason, and then we just spring ideas off each other, and then the track starts forming, and we get like a half a track. I take it back to my studio, and then I mix it all down, then write some lyrics, and then get some vocals on, and it kind of spreads from there, really. So Holly's the voice.
As far as the vocal goes, obviously Alex had the majority of the songs written down. I just had to learn them and sort of put my style across, and it suited the track, so Alex went for me
really well
on that.
I mean, I tried loads of different singers, because there's loads of singers around Northampton. It's just finding that one that you know's got that something.
Yeah.
You know.
The X Factor
Well,
one.
it could be.
I've been on the X Factor, I didn't get through, unfortunately.
Oh, did you really?
No, they're
Next
lost,
time,
it's
next
alright.
time.
Did you actually get to go on TV? Were you actually in the auditions on the TV?
It's 30 booths at the front of a theatre, and you have to go behind each one, and there's a producer. Then you see him, and then you get through that, and then you get through another one, and then you get to the judges.
So it's not as
So it's
you
not
don't
as
see
plain
or
sailing as
you
you
don't
think
see
you
that
think.
walking through the door and then that's it.
No, it's big time editing on that, I think.
Yeah, big time. And what exactly is it you do then, Jason?
Well, I've been a professional musician for 15 years, and I've travelled the world doing different styles of music. And I decided to start my own studio in Northampton. That's obviously how I met Alex and Holly. And just sort of working with up-and-coming Northampton musicians. Just like saying, we hope to make more albums with different people as well, and sort of just get involved with local community in Northampton music-wise, because there's a lot of great singers and musicians in Northampton.
Yeah, there's loads.
And it'd be great to sort of, all of us sort of connect and actually get out there, as musicians and singers.
I mean, that's what I found, because when I wrote the drum books, I used probably 20 different musicians. They're just literally guitarists, singers, all sorts came round, and I couldn't believe how many amazing people are out there playing and singing, and it was really good. And obviously that's when I met Jason through that. So yeah.
Okay, so how long did the process take from the original idea of starting the album to finish the project?
It took a long 10 months of working every
hard
night
10 months,
it takes a
and
long
weekends.
time.
The thing is, when you listen to a track, you don't realise how long and how difficult it is to actually get that track to a finished point, and there's loads of different sort of versions you have of it, so it's very, very tricky. It takes a long time. People sort of listen and just think it's there, but it's just
Yeah, and
it's
obviously you can
amazing
change
how
your
long
mind
it
a lot
takes.
as well on some
Yeah.
of the songs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to play a couple of more tracks from this album. We'll play another one now, and then we'll go after. We'll play another one after the news, and then we'll have another chat. Is that okay?
That sounds
Cool,
great.
yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. So, any particular track you'd like us to play now up until the
I'll
news?
stick on number 2 will be fine.
Number 2. Okay, we'll stick on number 2. And if you normally listen to our show, you know they'd probably think that means something else because they never take me seriously on this show. That's why they probably stop me. Anyway, we're going to play you this, and this is "Don't Give Up." So have a listen to this.
Continuous hits like this, Inspiration FM.
Right, we still have Holly, Alex, and Jason in the. I keep forgetting your. I don't know why. You're the one on top of all the whole thing to get this interview going, and it's your name. I keep forgetting. No idea why.
Forget the people who are the important people.
That's why when they have those award ceremonies, they have to, I could do something really. Actually, while we play the next track, I can do something. I'm gonna need to find it. It's there somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's my big introduction thing. Hang on. No, I don't know where it is. Anyway, we have them back in the studios, and we're going to play you this track, and then we're going to talk to them a bit more. Let's have a listen. This is their track "Seduction." So, welcome back. We're here again. We put the microphones up. That might help. I know what I'm doing. Honestly, I do know what I'm doing. Honest. So, yeah, believe me. I've had to pay them off. The webcam's not working, so all right. So why this genre of music?
Well, for me, it's I've been clubbing, I've been raving, I've been doing all this sort of stuff for so many years, and I just really like the music. And I just think the whole concept of the CD is that when I kind of get a CD, it's all the same genre. It's all like that, dum, 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 all the way through.
To be honest with you, I was quite surprised.
Yeah.
I read what I read, and I thought, okay, this is going to be interesting because I know a lot of artists like kind of stick to that same sort of genre throughout the album. They'll mix up a little bit, but not too much. They'll keep to their trademark sort of thing on it. Yeah, but then I heard yours, and it is very mixed up.
And it's just, I think a lot of people might not choose to listen to hip hop or dubstep, and I think from what the feedback I've got, the people that come back and say, I really like that hip hop track. I don't normally listen to that sort of stuff, and it gives people a chance to listen. And I just think it makes the CD really exciting because every track's so different. It's like, oh, what's next? What's next?
But it's like with the Money and Greed, Junior
Yeah.
helped us out on that. My brother-in-law Jay and I, shout out to Junior
And Ricochet.
and Ricochet. Yeah, they helped us with Money and Greed, which made it different to the other tracks on there because it is. I've got rappers and stuff on there. A lot of people don't listen to that, so it's nice to have that on there.
Okay, cool. So where can people get hold of the album?
Well, basically, I've gone through a company called Rebeat that basically put all the tracks up on the internet, so you can get it from iTunes, Play.com, Amazon, all around the world. I mean, I've sold tracks before in Japan, Canada, America, all over the world. And that's the great thing these days with music. You can just send it around the world.
Yeah.
If basically you put in indecisionoverload.com, and then you can go to the website, or just put in Indecision Overload in iTunes or anything like that, and it'll all come up. So basically all the tunes are there ready for sale, and because we're professional musicians, it's kind of how we make our living, so kind of buy the tracks.
You can have a listen. You can just listen to them as well if you want. You don't have to buy it.
Yeah, there's a
but
preview, so you can go through, and as you know, years ago you used to buy a CD and it used to be like 15 or 14 tracks of the CD, but now you can just choose the ones you want.
Yeah.
I think also because it's different genres, people can just pick one or two rather than the whole album. You know, so it's a great.
So at least they've got
great
some
idea.
of your music then, haven't they?
If
Yeah,
they don't like
absolutely.
one, they'll like another.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
But funny enough, everyone who's
There's-
listened just loves it all.
Yeah.
So there's guarantee that there's something there for everybody.
somebody,
Yeah,
yeah.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
definitely.
this isn't the sort of genre I normally sing, but I loved it, enjoyed it. And listening to the songs now, I can't actually believe how hard we've worked and how well it's come out.
Okay, so where can you see yourselves in the future? Saying about what 5 years time? Where are you hoping to get?
Basically on tour, I guess.
Yeah, I think we're improving. I think especially with this album, we're going in the right direction, and a lot of people are interested in what we do. And I think we're getting. It takes time to get actually with music to try and get the right vibe. A lot of great bands don't really get known until the third, fourth album or such. But I think. We're in the right direction.
Yeah.
I think things are looking good, and that's why we come on Inspiration Radio just to share what we do, really.
And basically, I think it's also a good sort of sign that if you really put the effort in, anyone can sort of get your tracks around the world.
Yeah.
You know, these days, you know, you can record on your computer, load it up, and then it's there for people to have, and then it's just about promoting, and that's what we're doing, obviously, on the radio, and then Holly will be singing in clubs, which we need to organise. So it'll be, it's all there for the taking, really.
Okay, so if is there anybody out there that's interested in knowing a bit more about what you do, or have some musical talent that they can give to you? How can they contact you?
If you just go to indecisionoverload.com, and at the bottom of the page there's a contact where we can get and receive emails. So drop us an email. And anyone who's got any feedback, it'd be great to have
anything.
have an email.
Positive and negative.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Accepted.
Yes.
Sort
Yes.
of,
They need some positive criticism, negative and positive.
Yeah.
I know what I mean.
Yeah.
I know exactly what I mean. So, are you on Facebook as well?
We all are.
Have you?
Individually,
we are,
There will be an Indecision
Dynamite
Overload.
Studios obviously is also on there.
It's
Jason's
my studio, which is available to anyone, especially Northampton musicians, and obviously they will have help from myself and Alex if they need any guidance. So, please check it out.
You've got a lot of people, a lot of singers that might want to do a track, or they've got the song in their head, and the good thing is with Jason, he can play absolutely everything, bass lines, keyboard, even guitar on the keys, and he can just lay down what you want. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just a great opportunity,
I have to try and work out some. You can help me with some
You got a
jingles.
tune in your head.
Jingles, no problem.
And
Yeah,
a
we
lot
can
of
do
people
that.
a lot of people can write songs but can't play
It's just like, what's the next
instrumentals,
step?
which I can't.
I think it's just having the music knowledge, because there's a lot of programs today, especially that actually do music for you. But all you're doing, you're using other people's samples, loops, and I think you need to create something. Yeah, by creating your own loops and your own music. So it's just good to have a piece of music which you've developed from scratch, and this album is all about, because we started with nothing and we didn't use any loops or anything like that, and we just started building on what we thought was right.
Even the drum parts, literally, obviously being a drummer myself, professional drummer, I was actually playing them in on the keyboard, on all the percussion. It was all done. So it was all good. Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
It was fun.
Sounds like something I'd like to do.
Yeah,
I used to do that when I was at school. I went to the boys' school. I did the music technology, and I loved the music technology, making my own music and stuff like that. I did make some good music, but I've lost it all now.
Yeah, see, I can only sing. I can't play music, but thanks to these guys,
There's a lot of people who go actually in college in Northampton who want to, after they finish college, or they want to actually go on to further things and and record away from the college, and we're available for stuff like that. We can and I think
I think also advice, because it's like if you've done all your, as you say, you've done all your music diplomas or grade 8s, and it's like, well, what do I do now?
How do you use it? How
what
do you
do? How do I get anywhere with it? I've been a professional musician at 20 years. Jason, you've been about the same, haven't you?
Yeah, pretty much 20 years. Yeah,
and it's just surviving. It's like, that's why I wrote the drum books, recorded albums, done wedding bands, been in all sorts of bands, and it's just cutting all these bits together to make a living out of it. And obviously recording the album, is really good fun, as well as hopefully getting somewhere with it. Making a bit of money.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'd like to say thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm enjoying this album. I like some of the tracks that you've got on there, and hopefully we can have a little chat, and maybe you can help me out with some other bits.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
It's like we could have, you could maybe sponsor the show in some way, or something like that.
I'm sure you'll think of something.
I'll think of something. I'll think of something. I'm still trying to find. I'm still trying to find that thing. Oh, hang on! I just found it. Actually, I lie. I found it. Here we go. I'll put it on top of my flipper. Actually.
Your what?
My flipper. Listen. It's great, isn't it? It's funny. I love it. I've got all sorts going on here. We've got this one. Good morning. No, we've got all sorts, and even this one, which gets when the people get angry.
That's World of Warcraft, that one.
Yeah, there's this one. There's supposed to be a cow, but it sounds like Chewbacca from Star Wars.
I think
I like that.
There's all sorts. Anyway, we're going to play you the last track from their album, which actually is the last track from the album, called Daydreamer. And have have listened to this. Give me a text 07596 277 003 or give us a call on 01604 250 544.